Hey guys, how's it going today? I figured I would do a quick video on what's in my custom workstation, or as I call it, my theater cart. I had a gentleman ask on my main channel as far as what all the tools I keep in it and the drawer layouts and all that stuff. So I figured I would just shoot a real quick video kind of showing that. You guys might have some interest. Keep in mind, I haven't done a theater build, a set build, in quite some time. I've made a few props here and there, but nothing where I've been the master carpenter on a whole set. It's just with this YouTube stuff, I haven't had a ton of time. But without further ado, let me just show you the theater cart and what I all have in it and on it. Oh, and by the way, it's not super clean. Don't judge. I don't judge you. Here is the top. Like I said, it is messy to say the least. It was actually a lot worse. For those of you guys that follow me on Instagram, it was piled up to like here the other day, and I've been making it just is one of those things where it's become a catch-all. Like I said, I haven't done a theater build in a while, so it hasn't had to stay clean. But in my efforts too, I tried to make a little bit holder the other day, and then I realized I had a ton more bits that I would actually had to. So anyways, maybe I should have counted them beforehand. Oh, and if for whatever reason you guys haven't seen my video on this custom workstation, definitely check it out. It's on my main channel, one of my first videos I ever did. But it had a built-in air compressor station. It's got your on-off switch, your regulator, your tank pressure, your regulated pressure, and then your hose coupling. And there's also a hose coupling on the side, which I can't really show all that well. Let me see here. Nope, because it is acting as kind of my plywood lean to against. Anyways, miscellaneous chargers. Oh, and like I said, I don't have a lot of my cordless tools actually in this cart anymore because I haven't been, having to be mobile. And I built this cordless tool cabinet a while back, and then that's kind of been where most of them reside. So it's kind of dark in there; you can't really see a ton. But then the other side, I have, everybody shops a work in progress. Mine is no different than that. And then the bottom drawer is for all like the bits, guards, blades, accessories, stuff like that. So now that we've seen the top and all that good stuff here, I'm gonna try and do this all in one shot. So let me put you guys on a tripod. And let's see here. Again, don't judge. This is pretty gnarly. Being I've been cleaning the top for the last few days, this has been kind of a catch-all, and it's atrocious. But spike tape, if you guys are familiar with theater at all, or gaff tape. Walkie-talkies, kind of a must for me if you're doing theater stuff. That way you don't, if you've got somebody up in the catwalk or something, you don't need to be screaming throughout the theater. So I like having those around. Got a walnut blank here for making another scoop, that Patrick Curtis came up with from Patrick's Workshop. So that was pretty cool. But like I said, this has kind of just been a catch-all. Mostly in that corner, I just got all my marking utensils, so to speak. And yeah, so anyways, let's go to the left side here. Mostly just kind of, I try to categorize, I think most people do this, but wrenches and screwdrivers is kind of in this drawer. I have 3 separate tool cabinets, and they all have a wrenches and screwdrivers drawer. But yeah, so anything, fasteners, all that good stuff. One of my favorite screwdrivers, ratcheting Snap-on. That was back in my mechanic days. All right, next one. This one, and I do have an obsession with tape measures. These are those free Harbor Freight jobbers. But this is kind of my measuring and cutting drawer is what I'll call it. I got all my Olfa knives. If you guys don't use Olfa, they're like killer. I can't recommend those enough. Olfa, and then my buddy always says Olfa, crying out loud. Anyways, so and then my Cutco scissors, some aviation shears, straight razors, and then a couple utility knife razors, and then these are kind of a grab and go is what I call them. You got a flashlight and a little pocket knife and a little multi-tool. So just kind of if somebody wants you to do something quick, repair something, whatever, this is one of those you can kind of grab it and go. Not necessarily an everyday carry for me, but a grab and go. And then a couple other multi-tools. This is my Gerber. I like it because it's got that little snap action. Of course, if I would have did it without looking at the screen. Gotta love, there we go. Gotta love it. But anyways, yeah, so just kind of a grab and go multi-tools, and then I made this little mild steel belt clip years and years ago. And then another one. Anyways. Oh, and then proper blade disposal. This is for the Olfas, for those snap blades. And you just snap them off in there. And that way they're all in there. You don't have to worry about throwing them in the garbage, getting poked, and all that good stuff. Next one. This kind of, yeah, this one just doesn't get much attention to it. Some extra liner for the drawers. Couple hole saw bits and a reciprocating saw. Just because I haven't put that in my cordless tool cabinet yet. But and then this is kind of I guess I'll call it a personal drawer. Let me see if I can adjust the camera here. We'll call that a personal drawer. That's got mostly like coffee cups. I don't know why, but like miscellaneous hardware, Tapcon screws, couple circular saw blades, my coffee, you know, stuff like that, my coffee mug. So just kind of stuff to keep me awake. And like I said, miscellaneous hardware that I use for theater. So nothing special on that one either. All right, let's try and do this drawer here. This we're going to call, I guess, measuring, maybe not marking, measuring and layout. Although I keep my cabinet scraper in there. So, and of course I can't grab it right now. It's nice and flat, but I don't know why I keep it in there. I just do, but dial indicator, magnetic base for it, a couple of combination squares, T-bevel, a 12-inch rule, 6-inch rule. Yeah. Oh, and dimes. Dimes or pennies. Those are always good for spacing stuff. You want to space drawer fronts apart, or hollow chisel mortise or setup or whatever. So I always have coins around it. They seem to work pretty good for spacing. This is just a nice simple drawer, but twist bit set. And a couple gauges, and I try to keep it nice and organized, and I got it positioned right in the drawer to where you just shut it, and there you go. This is kind of a catch-all for bits. Now, this is more a theater thing. I'm not necessarily that obsessive, but these are all the same kit, and that way, when I'd have volunteers in theater, I would give them a drill and an impact, and then one of those kits, and it's got a couple different, drill bit, twist bits in it, and number 2 Phillips, number 2 square head, stuff like that. So that way I knew, I didn't have to be, constantly being chased down for bits. And then more miscellaneous bits, some chalk for marking out rough lumber, more miscellaneous hardware that I can't be the only guy that just has tons and tons of bins of just miscellaneous hardware that never gets organized. Hammer holder, and some mason line. That's really nice when laying out large dimensions on stage floors, stuff like that. You can kind of triangulate off walls to make sure stuff's square and all that good stuff. Here. I'm wondering what was in this one. This is going to be kind of my go-to for set and scenery paint. I always have a heat gun because I do, like I said, a lot in foam to make it look like brick. Plenty of drop cloth. Plenty of I like these chip brushes that are kind of a disposable nature, because people don't always clean brushes super nice when you give them to them. Gotta have flat black paint, and then just miscellaneous paint colors, and a couple more rattle cans, and then filters, and then an HVLP that just one of the cheap Harbor Freight jobbers. So yeah, that is that. And like I said, oh, that messy top, messy. But anyways, no, I just wanted to, that was totally not as quick as I wanted it to be, so I'm going to end it real quick here. But I just thought that was a better way to kind of show what's all in there. Not a ton of the cordless tools right now, just because, like I said, I got them in that cabinet. But anyways, yeah, so appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have any comments or questions, here's another good thing. These videos, these particular ones on this channel, are super easy for me to shoot. So if you guys have any questions about my shop or anything like that, I don't know if I necessarily want to do a full-blown shop tour anytime soon, but if you guys got any questions and it's something I can bust out a real quick video, I'd be more than happy to do it. So, all right, talk to you guys later.